Hey guys, here is a Saturday edition of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. I'm going to make this kind of short because I am ready to get out of here. But came in around 10:30 or so this morning and knocked a few things out, just kind of dangling items on the EV bug there. I'll come back to that. And then spent the rest of the afternoon working on the bitchin' Baja bug here. So I think I've got a plan here for the rear wiring. I think I mentioned yesterday that he wants to be able to unplug the lights that are on the bumper, so that when the bumper cage is removed, then they can easily just unplug something. So pretty much what I came up with is just using these trailer type harnesses. So these are pretty weatherproof and readily available. So they also have the right number of conductors. So there's 4 conductors here. I checked with my ohm meter, and the bumper has a really good ground. So basically the 4 wires then are going to be left turn signal, right turn signal, running light, and brake light. Boom, there's 4. Ground is going to be through the bumper itself. So problem solved. And I'll tuck those up underneath there, and then I'll wrap these probably in this kind of stuff or something, because these colors are a little ugly. We don't necessarily want those showing, but we'll figure out something so they're kind of hidden. Anyway, so that's that. Got that from Home Depot, by the way. They have a little trailer section there. The other thing that I did was started in on the turn signal switch on this end. And so I took the little mount that he had here, which I think is probably made for a motorcycle, and it had some kind of weird, mount on it that I ended up cutting and kind of modifying. But it fits up under there really nice now, and you can see if you're sitting here in the driver's seat, basically put your left hand down, boom, the switch is right there, left turn, off, right turn. So pretty convenient location, short of being on the turn signal stock, which would normally be, over here. It's pretty much right there. You can almost reach it with your hand on the steering wheel. So pretty good position for it, I think. So that's that. That's all mounted up here, and I've got the wire run up underneath here that goes to the little flasher relay, and then I started running the wires here, so you can see basically what I did was I took one of these trailer type wiring harnesses, and I stripped out the 2 turn signal wires, which on these are yellow and green. So I'll go ahead and run those to the back of the car, and then the car already has brake lights and running lights back there already, and that other LED strip. So pretty much just a matter of running these wires for the turn signal back there and wiring those up, and that'll take care of the wiring, at least that part. Then he also wants me to add some gauges and stuff like that, but I'm gonna try and tackle the lighting stuff first. So that's what happened on this guy today. Let's talk about the EV here. I mentioned that I had worked on it some today. So just a few kind of items that were still remaining on this car that I've been just kind of neglecting for one reason or other. One of which was to put on the steering wheel that I got for it, which I'm very happy with how that came out. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit here. There we go. Wow, this light is kind of obnoxious, but it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So I did that, and then while I was installing that, I started checking the horn, because we never had the horn hooked up, and it didn't work. So spent a while troubleshooting that. Turned out a couple things. One is the steering box was not grounding well at all to the front beam, which is part of the so that's part of the circuit of these horns on these cars, is the steering box is grounded, and then there's a wire that runs up through the steering shaft to the button, and then from the button it goes to anyway, long story. But anyway, that steering box has to have a good ground. That's definitely part of the circuit. So I solved that, and then I still didn't have any horn, and the issue was that this nice horn and steering wheel are all I guess it's anodizing on them, which looks really, really nice, but it doesn't conduct electricity. So I was not able to, when I would push in the horn button, car's off now, so it's not going to beep. When I would push in the horn button, it wasn't making its way through to the proper location because everything was pretty much anodized. So I went and removed some anodizing from some areas that don't show, and boom, horn works. So did that, and what else? Did some little tweaks on the steering, and oh, I know what else I did. I adjusted the clutch pedal. I had never adjusted the clutch pedal, and all the times that I've driven this car, I've never needed to shift into low gear. So remember, this thing's at 2-speed, so you basically have low gear, which takes you from a standstill to, you know, I don't know, say 55, 60 miles an hour. And then if you're on the freeway or whatever, you drop it into high gear, and at that point you use the clutch. That's the only time you'd use the clutch, is going from low to high or high back to low. You don't use it taking off from a standstill because it's an electric motor, which is of course stopped when the car is not moving. So yeah, adjusted the clutch now. Got about an inch or so of free play here before it starts to engage. So yeah, just those last couple items on this one that for whatever reason hadn't done yet. So how was it? Kind of a short but productive Saturdays here from I guess about 10:30, like I said, to what time is it now? 5:20 almost. So yeah, that's a pretty short day for me. So that's it for today, guys. I will not be coming in here tomorrow, so I will see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.